How you feeling, Jake?
Remember when we said we would get drunk and talk shit?
That wasn't a sentence.
Remember when we said we would get drunk and talk shit?
Yeah.
So I got really drunk.
Yeah, 2 episodes ago, Jake was like, yeah, we've never gotten drunk, so I had a couple of drinks. Jake wasn't drunk then.
No, so what happened was I got called out by... So I'm in a fraternity. Oh, it's so much better if I don't close my eyes. That's so much worse. So I'm in a fraternity, and we do this thing where we call each other out to do a chug. I got called out like 4 times today. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I fucked up the first time. That was a mistake. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. Did it a second time. Worse. So much worse. Now I'm... shit-faced? I'll say shit-faced. I'm shit-faced drunk. But...
And he took those shots, he took all the drinks, and he messed up the first time. He's like, okay, I gotta do it again. But he pretty much drank half of what he had to drink already.
And then I drank it again and fucked it up.
So he's like, I can't do it. And just gave up, and he's like, let's start recording. And I was like, okay, he's gonna get really...
How about this?
Yeah.
Before we dedicate to recording. Oh, fuck. Let's record Friday.
Hey, everybody. We're back again.
We're here.
Everything's fine. Nothing else happened.
Nothing happened. I didn't do like 5 shots and go, I got this, and then get hit by a truck of just drunk and puked everything out of my system.
I didn't walk into the room and go, this is going to be the best podcast ever. And then last 3.5 minutes.
It was terrible. It was fucking awful. Awful time. Much regret. Much pain.
It's been a few days.
Yeah, it's been like 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake's recovered.
Yeah. It sucked.
You needed a minute.
What do you want to talk about?
Dude. Whatever you want to talk about.
Fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Zack Snyder's Justice League. We both saw it.
Did you watch the 4-hour movie?
Yeah. We both watched the 4-hour movie separately.
What'd you think?
I think we put it pretty well the other day, which is in the span of just looking at it as an individual movie. It's fine. It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like it, but compared to the old Justice League, it's so
amazing.
Much better.
It's so good. Comparatively, it's
phenomenal.
So good.
Yeah. It just flushes out. Like in the old one, it was like, oh, okay, bad guy all of a sudden, and then it was like, okay, he's dead. That's what it felt like. I knew nothing about him, and this one flushes him out. I actually know what he's fighting for.
Yeah.
And and we see who he's fighting for. Like we see Darkseid, and we see what is it, Dasan or something. And like their whole world and all the mother boxes getting picked up. Yeah. And Cyborg actually plays a role in the movie.
Yeah, a critic that I like basically said, you know, when you get the best of Zack Snyder, you also get the worst of Zack Snyder. So it was like, yeah, when it's really good, it's really good. The visuals are great. It's fun. But in the 4-hour runtime, it tends to meander and get lost sometimes, which is fine. I personally thought it was great.
Yeah.
Overall, I loved it.
I thought the pacing was really, really good.
Yeah, I thought the pacing for a 4-hour movie, it did not feel 4 hours, which I appreciated.
It didn't linger on like too much dialogue, like too much like petty weird dialogue for too long.
It didn't have stupid Joss Whedon shit.
Yeah, he knew what we wanted. We wanted fight scenes cut in with some exposition and then more fight scenes, which is exactly what we got. It was great.
Yeah.
It was fun. That was awesome.
Now, you think it might happen, but I don't.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. The Snyderverse.
Yeah, so this movie, people that don't know, Justice League came out in like 2017 because Zack Snyder had to step down because his daughter killed herself, which is a tragedy. So naturally he stepped away, which is definitely the right thing to do.
In that situation,
if I was in his shoes, I'm not making the movie.
Nobody blamed him.
He steps away. They hired Joss Whedon to finish the movie, who at the time was known for directing Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron and making the show, I think, Firefly.
Yeah, so all hits.
He had these fandoms that were like, hell yeah, he'll kill it. Yeah. He fucking butchered it.
Yeah, it was not good.
It came out, and even though people at the time didn't really know if the Snyder Cut existed, they watched the movie and they were like, that sucked. Like, no one, I feel, really loved it.
Yeah, no. It was like the moment the screen turned on and you saw Superman's face CGI'd, like, non-goatee face.
Yeah.
It was like, uh-oh, we're in for a ride.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that Snyder was working towards his vision, and then Joss Whedon was handed that vision, and he didn't know what he wanted.
And so people thought, maybe it was because apparently Warner Brothers was like, look, because apparently Zack Snyder's cut was like 4 to 5 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
And Warner Brothers was like, no. And they brought Joss Whedon in knowing that Zack Snyder's cut was this long, and they went, you can make it 2 hours. So he did what he could. It wasn't good. Then fans noticed in the movie and in the trailer, there were shots that were similar but were not the same.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, there has to be a different cut of the movie. There's no way that this is what was shot. Years go by of fans being like, give us the Snyder Cut, and nothing really happened. And then the stars of the movie were like, yeah, no, give them the Snyder Cut. And it was like, holy shit, wait, it exists?
Especially the fact that the guy that played Cyborg was like, yeah, I shot a bunch of shit, and none of it was in the movie.
It also came out that, Ray Fisher, I think is his name, who plays Cyborg, he came out and spoke on mistreatment on set towards him. Whether it's true or not, sounds like he went through a really rough time. And then he comes out about most of his stuff was left on the cutting room floor. And it's like, okay, so all the actors are saying, hey, it exists. And then you've got one actor in a main role going, yeah, my shit isn't there. Mm-hmm. Like, I shot stuff that isn't even there. And then people were like, oh my God, you guys got to make this. Like, this has to come out.
Yeah, it was so consistent that people were like, please give us this for so long that Warner Brothers eventually was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, so then Warner Brothers was like, fine, yeah, we'll let him put it out. And everybody was sort of like, okay, cool, we're going to get the Snyder Cut. When it was announced that it was coming out, I was like, cool, he's just going to cut his version.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I didn't think it was going to be very different.
They gave him $70 million and said, not only put out your version, finish your version. So he got a budget. In today's world, a $70 million budget is still a moderately sized budget. That's a good sized budget to make any type of movie. And he made what he has said is his 4-hour, that's his version. That was the version he wanted to make, and he made it. It's so good.
It's awesome.
I love it.
It's amazing.
I genuinely think I love it, which bums me out. Because now people want them to restore the Snyderverse.
Because it's set up so much.
Well, and he was building it. He was building it throughout all the movies he directed in the DC Extended Universe. We're building towards this.
Yeah, and I mean, then, we got so many teases in this cut.
And then you get to what he was teasing through, Man of Steel and Dawn of Justice. And now you get Justice League, and he's teasing, what the next big steps would have been. And the reason it bums me out is because, one, I know you think that with enough fan push, it'll happen.
With a lot of fan push.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Over a long time with a lot of fan push, I think there's a possibility, but it's slim.
I don't think it's going to happen, and here's why. Because I was thinking about it, and I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's done. Henry Cavill's done. Henry Cavill's done. They're making a standalone Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. The success of The Joker. They're doing well enough with these new movies. And they have the new Suicide Squad, which we saw the trailer for, which looks dope.
Yeah.
But I think they're going down a different path, and I think they're doing well on that path.
They are doing well on that path.
So I think it's a bummer, because if what he had down the line was going to be as good as Justice League, I'm in, which is a bummer, because it took till Justice League for me to be like, hell yeah, let's go. That was the first one I watched going, this is awesome. Yeah, because
we said that like Man of Steel and all those other movies and BVS, all that stuff, you weren't like, okay, cool, I want the next thing. You're like, okay.
Yeah, right. Like I think in terms of them, I think the ultimate, like the director's cut of Batman vs Superman is so much better.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't, like, I found it a problem with the DC EU and with Zack Snyder's movies. Like, I don't want to have to watch the extended edition. I want to have to watch the director's cut. This was the first instance of like, no, this is the definitive version. This is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Go watch it. And it was good. And I was like, fuck. Because if all the rest was going to be as good as that, I'm in. And the fact that it's probably not going to happen.
No, it's more at this point just like a tribute to a missed shot.
Yeah, like it's basically Warner Brothers being like, here you go, make the movie. Give them what they want, but know that nothing else is coming. Yeah. Which is a bummer. Because then after it's come out, the like campaign on Twitter, the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse, yesterday passed 1 million tweets.
Yeah.
So it's like people want it, but Warner Brothers has said it's not happening. Not like it might happen, like they're
not happening.
The president of Warner Brothers is like, guys, we did this for you. We let him do what he wanted. He wanted to end it with the movie ends with like a 30-minute epilogue teasing all the things that were going to come down.
Yeah, that he
so
wanted.
Like Lex Luthor was going to get a team of supervillains.
Martian Manhunter
Was coming. Darkseid was coming. Apocalypse was coming. Like the end of the world was coming.
Joker and Batman teaming up.
And I'm pretty confident he did that just to be like, to show like this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Here's where Warner Brothers fucked up.
Yeah, I don't even think quite that. I think it was him going, look, if I could make what I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like
I would actually say, because he left, and he knew he left for a good reason.
Yeah.
And it was more just unfortunate that it couldn't happen.
Yeah, and I think it's that. I think Warner Brothers gave him the money knowing he was going to do what he was going to do, and I think he put that ending there to be like, if things had played out differently, this is what I was going to do. It's not going to happen, which is a bummer, because now I wish it did, which I didn't think I would say, because I don't like the DC movies, flat out.
Yeah.
But this one was awesome. I loved it.
The one thing I thought was like, I didn't get, and I still don't get, and I'm sure I'm going to Google it later, is at the very end of the movie where everybody, like this weird gaggle of people, like Deathstroke is there, and Batman's there, Cyborg's there, and then the Flash is like...
His new armor? Yeah, I haven't looked into it. But
it was weird.
Yeah, they gave him new armor.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
But yeah, it looked cool.
It did look cool. It was just like, all in all, it was a nice retelling of what it should have been and a nice tribute to what could have been. But I thought it was great. If you saw the last one and were disappointed, this one's gonna blow you away.
Yeah, I think that's the other part of it. Is I think it's exciting. I think it's really cool because if you watched the original, the like Whedon cut of Justice League, you should watch this.
Yeah, and if you liked Whedon's cut, this one is gonna make you shit your pants.
Yeah, like if you were to watch it, like that's something that I think is really cool though. Like if you watch Whedon's cut and then watch this one, it's just cool. Like it's so interesting to be like, oh, they changed that. They literally use different takes of Gal Gadot reciting the same line. I think it's really cool.
I think it's great. And I think it's a fantastic, like, nice gesture of fan service. Not just like, we're going to make money off of this, but Zack Snyder being like, I really wanted to do something cool for you guys, and here it is.
Yeah.
It felt good.
In completely not movie news.
Oh?
Because I've decided I'm going to try to talk about other things going on. And I've already told you about this, but I definitely want to talk about it, and I want to see your reaction to it. So there was a player for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
Busted with 21 pounds of meth at spring training.
That's so much meth.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if somebody were to tell me that somebody got caught with 5 pounds of meth.
Wait, that's an amazing amount of meth.
Yes.
To even get anywhere. To have on your person and not break a sweat and be like, I'm carrying a life sentence right here.
Yeah.
That's insane. Who was this?
I don't know. But I haven't done a lot of research into it, mostly because I don't think there's a lot on it. I think it's just face value, like he was arrested, 21 pounds of meth. You're going to jail.
I just think it's insane. It's like, I made it to the Cubs. A lot of players might be like, okay, I'm going to use some like pitch or tar and mess with the pitches. Or like I might like look at the other team's like defense and see that. Maybe cheat that way. This guy just went meth.
Yeah.
Just brought meth. That's it.
So I think it I've been thinking about it because this news came out a couple days ago. I think two things. First thing, why?
Exactly.
Because either you're dealing it or you're the mule and you're carrying it.
Or at the rare occasion, he's a superhuman.
Yeah, because that's the other part. Like, I asked the house that we're in, I'm like, what would you say is a lot of meth?
I said not even a...
Literally,
you said in poundage, too, and I'm like,
my girlfriend was like, a pound would be a lot of meth, and I'm like, that's fair.
That's fair. Lot of meth.
I don't know how heavy meth is either. I've never done it. But I can't imagine... It's crystals.
But from like, Breaking Bad.
I can't imagine it's that heavy, though.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? It's little crystals. Like, I'm sure that, like, one of those big bags is still not even a pound.
Yeah.
He had 21 pounds.
That's like a 3
But then
duffel
imagine...
bags.
So... But now I'm imagining, like, imagine you're in the middle of workouts.
Yeah.
You're lifting with your buds. Maybe one of them's going to buy some meth off of you. And all of a sudden, coach comes in and, you know, let's say his name's Tony or something.
Hey, Tony.
And they're like, you know, or Antonio. And they're like, you know, Antonio, we got to speak to you. And in the back of my head, like, if I was carrying 21 pounds of meth, in the back of my head, I'd be like, there's no fucking way that it's for the meth. I fucked up. Like, I fucked up in practice, whatever. You go and you're like, hey, coach. You know, I'm sorry about the drills yesterday. I'll be better today. And then 3 cops walk in, and you're like, oh, it's the meth. Like, but then what dumbass brings 21 pounds of meth to practice?
Like, just leave it at home.
Like, that's a wholesale buy. He was selling to the whole team at that point.
He went to Black Market Sam's Club and was like the whole thing. Just like,
all of
give
it.
Me all of it.
Like, that's so much meth. I don't have anything really to say about it. I just think it's just like so much meth. And I wanted other people to know this story too. That's really why I want to talk about it. Like, a guy was busted with 21 pounds of meth.
That's an amazing amount of drugs.
It's, oh my God. Yeah, like if that was 21 pounds of weed.
Okay.
It's still a problem,
It's
but
a problem,
that's a
but, like,
ton
okay.
of fucking weed.
Yeah, it is. Man's making a profit.
And it was meth.
He's like, yeah, I just came back from Snoop Dogg's place. This was like his excess stash.
Yeah, like holy shit. But yeah, and then some other news that has happened. Have you heard about the Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy?
The shrimp tails?
The shrimp tail. Do you know anything about it?
I don't actually know. I just know there's some correlation between shrimp tails and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So this guy named Jensen Karp.
That's a name.
Yeah, so he was pouring out some cereal, and apparently he found in his bag of cereal, he was pouring it out, some shrimp tails came out, coated in cinnamon. Okay. So he posted on Twitter a picture, and he said, and he tagged Cinnamon Toast Crunch Twitter, and he said, why are there shrimp tails in my cereal? And then he put in parentheses, this is not a bit. Which everybody immediately was like, yo, what the fuck?
Why are there fucking shrimp tails?
Because then it's like, yeah, if it's not a bit, why are there? Why are there shrimp tails in this man's cereal? General Mills said, in a quote, said, based on the information we have right now, it is highly unlikely this occurred at a facility owned by us. They were like, this isn't on us. We didn't do this.
Yeah.
Then they said, so right now, we're in the process of working with that consumer to try to figure out kind of what happened between when it left our docks and when he opened it.
Yeah.
I love that they include kind of. Because they say, we're working with that consumer to try to figure out, kind of, what happened.
Kind of. So are you not working with the consumer that much?
Well, in my eyes, that means General Mills is like, there's no fucking way this is on us. We know we didn't do it. We're going to work with this guy, figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, we know we didn't do it, so honestly, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Because if I'm General Mills, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt this is me, because if it is me, let's say...
That's a bold statement.
Well, no, because if you have to know it wasn't you to do that. Because
that's what I mean. It's a bold statement.
If I'm a factory making a food product that people consume, I have to be aware of allergies.
Exactly, shellfish.
Shellfish.
That's what I was
big
thinking.
Allergy. Let's say that those tails went through the plant and they were in and out within an hour. They somehow made it in and they make it out. That's an hour's worth of product tainted by shellfish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say for every hour they're making 1,000 boxes of cereal. That's 1,000 boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Great cereal.
We love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But that's 1,000 boxes that now I need to figure out when they were made, when they were put out, what trucks they were on, what stores they're going to, and now I need to recall fucking all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that didn't happen in my factory, I'm acting like this.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'm
they
straight
have
up.
they have to be like, we know for
we know
fact.
we didn't fucking do this.
Yeah.
It later comes out that this man is a musician, producer, and personality, and husband to Danielle Fishel. Do you know who she is?
That sounds familiar.
She's
now.
Topanga.
Oh, Topanga.
He's married to Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It just means that, you know...
There's a possibility that this might be just clout.
It could be...
a weird clout chasing maneuver.
Yeah. Then, so, he goes a little quiet.
For like a minute.
Yeah, so the CEO of General Mills comes out saying, you know, we take food safety very seriously. This didn't happen. Like, we didn't do this. We don't know how this happened, but we take this very seriously. The guy who posted the photo, Jensen Karp, quiet. Because he went, the General Mills guy spoke on it after Karp documented the process of dealing with the company. It led to a lot of shrimp cereal jokes. So if you were on Twitter in the past week, this fucking...
Oh, it's everywhere.
It went through the gauntlet. Some people reacted to Karp's plight with skepticism, sharing unfavorable personal stories about him. Comes out that this guy is an asshole.
Oh, cool. Oh, great.
I want you to know that this happened within a week. He went from being the internet underdog of like, no, he's suing General Mills, to now he
sucks.
People realize he's an asshole.
Yeah.
The Karp, the guy, he claims that after reaching out, also, can we talk about the irony of the guy named Karp finding seafood?
Yeah, seafood. And
it's so funny to me.
Cereal.
But he claims after reaching out to General Mills, the company said the apparent seafood bits were more likely globs of unmixed ingredients or the result of someone tampering with the packaging. He then goes quiet, doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Then he tweets, no real update, and I'm not posting about this bullshit all day again. Waiting for the envelope I agreed on from General Mills to send them back pieces, and some of Shrimp Tail will leave home for DNA testing at noon. They grow up so fast. He's still trying to be funny.
Yeah.
There are two leading theories on what's going on here at this time. There seems to be evidence for both. As General Mills says, and certainly hopes is true, someone or something could have tampered with the package after it left the company's production facility. Somebody tweeted, hey, I hate asking for help on here, but I'm asking you to be on the lookout for several shrimp tails that I seem to have misplaced. I haven't been many places recently, just the car wash, the post office. I went on a cereal factory tour, an ATM visit, and a friend's backyard, and I can't find them anywhere. Please help. Somebody tweeted, the person that works at General Mills and keeps bringing shrimp for lunch needs to stop.
It's becoming an issue.
And then somebody responded and said, yeah, and if they could please stop eating shrimp over the conveyor while making my favorite cereal, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, and then it comes out, that he is like mentally manipulative.
Oh, cool. So he's an asshole.
He's a dick. Like somewhere along the line, and I can't find it on here, but it's all over Twitter. He sucks, and he's like mentally manipulative, and like ex-girlfriends came forward and were like, hey, stop giving this dude clout. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And everybody just immediately was like, oh, what?
Okay.
Oh, he treated you poorly?
Fuck this
He was mentally manipulative to you?
Yeah.
Fuck him. Dropped him. The story was huge, and now it's dead.
Yeah, very quick.
I love it.
The question is, how's Topanga?
No clue. Silent on the whole thing. But yeah, so that
Shrimp
happened.
Tails and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And I just found that really, really funny.
That's amazing.
Like, genuinely, I was like, this story is amazing. Just to have it start and finish within a week. And just the plot twist. Like, dude comes out, he's like, I found shrimp in my cereal. And everybody's like, yo, how the fuck did this happen, General Mills? And General Mills is like, we didn't fucking do it. And then in the time it took them to be like, we didn't do it, he got so much internet fame that his exes came out and went, yo, cancel this motherfucker. He sucks. He's manipulative. I feel bad for his wife. And everybody immediately was like, cancel? You said cancel? Canceled.
You just
Done.
came to the cancel factory of Twitter?
He's done.
Cancel?
It's over. Like, it's gone. I don't even care anymore if General Mills puts shrimp in their cereal. I'm not allergic. Like, I'll eat it. But, yeah.
And if people with shrimp allergies don't want to eat it, more from me.
Yeah, but then...
in terms of entertainment news?
Yeah, so unfortunately, some sad news. Jessica Walter passed away on the 25th. So at the time of recording yesterday.
Yeah.
But she passed away on the 25th at the age of 80. She was the mom in...
Archer
and also in Arrested Development, and people have pointed out that the mom from Arrested Development walked so the Catherine Hahn's character in Schitt's Creek could run.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I don't even watch Schitt's Creek. I get that.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
You get the attitude.
The fan love for her after she died has been amazing to see online. Love to see it. They've been posting lines of hers from Arrested Development that are really funny. Makes me want to rewatch it.
She just seemed like a very funny person.
She seemed hilarious.
Her bits hit really hard.
Yeah, she seemed really funny. But it was sad to see that she had died.
Yeah.
But in terms of movie news, Marvel has pushed back a handful of movies.
Black Widow?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Where'd it get pushed back
Black
to?
Widow got pushed back to July 9th.
Oh.
It's being released the same day as Cruella on Disney Plus Premiere Access. It's a bummer for Cruella. Shang-Chi got pushed back to September 3rd.
Oh, damn.
Eternals got pushed back to November 5th. And Spider-Man 3 was pushed back to December 17th.
Eternals is never going to come out.
Here's my thing. Here's not my problem, but here's what I noticed after seeing these pushbacks happen, because it all happened in one day.
Yeah.
I only have a trailer for one of these movies.
Black Widow.
So what? Push them back, sure. Give me a trailer of Shang-Chi. I want some stills from Eternals. I know that Spider-Man 3 just wrapped filming, I think, literally today. But if Batman can put out a trailer with 25% of filming done and make me hype as shit, give me something.
Yeah,
Feed me.
I think it's because they mostly want people to be like, "Hey, Falcon and
yeah,
the Winter Soldier."
But even then, I had a trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki on the same day. Mm-hmm. I know you've got them. Put them out. Give me a trailer. Daddy's hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, feed me. I need something.
Daddy's hungry.
Daddy's hungry.
Daddy's hungry.
Look. Daddy wants food. There's no movie theater near me. The fucking theater near me closed like a month ago.
Yeah.
I can't get my movie trailers anywhere but fucking YouTube. Give me something so I'm not watching shitty Netflix original trailers all day thinking they're going to be good.
Put them on YouTube. I don't need more shorts that are already on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
on
give
YouTube.
me
I need
something.
The trailers.
Okay? Daddy's hungry and he wants to eat, and I want my food now. Okay?
You hear that, General Mills? No.
Okay, it's so Patrice O'Neal has a bit about fucking stale Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
And he's
oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't want to eat stale Cracker Jacks, but if you were to offer me stale Cracker Jacks, I'd want them right now.
Yeah.
That's me with these trailers at this point. Stop pushing the movies back. You know you're done.
Yeah.
You know they're done. Just give me the stale Cracker Jack. I want to eat it right now. At this point, Black Widow is a stale Cracker Jack.
Yes. At least tease the antagonist of Spider-Man or something.
Give me something.
Yeah.
But
Marvel.
But yeah, Marvel pushed back some movies.
We've been. I'm not going to go into it, but we've watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There are 2 episodes out now.
I like it.
I'll go in one sentence.
I like it.
It's good.
What do you? You know what? No, I'm gonna piss you off. What do you think of how they're dealing with the grief that both characters are facing?
I think
because for people that don't watch the show, you won't give a shit. And for people that do watch the show, awesome. And if you're waiting to watch the show, you're stupid. Yeah.
These 2 Marvel shows are WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier are both dealing with grief.
But I like the way that this one's dealing with it better.
I think they're dealing with it really well because they're both clashing so hard and they're both so conflicted on not only how they have to deal with everybody else, but how they're not really processing it.
Because
really
they both have to deal with the fact that Steve Rogers, Captain America, is gone.
Yeah.
And they're both trying to get back into not necessarily superhero shit, but go about life. Mm-hmm. And I like that they're both doing it drastically different.
Yeah, and they're being forced together to deal with it.
Yeah, I love that. I like it a lot. I'm excited. Yeah. I like this show a lot, actually. And it's also, in the first episode, they're not together at all. And in the second episode, I was like, they're probably going to get together by the end of the episode. And as soon as I thought they come together.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Because it wasn't a big moment. It was just, Sam's doing something, Bucky shows up, and I was like, cool.
Yeah.
But then to see them just get back into it, start talking, and have quips, I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
They're funny. Yeah, it's pretty natural, too.
Yeah.
And I also really like the redesign of Falcon's wings. I really like the redesign of Bucky's arm. I think it looks great. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what happens, because right now, all we have is, like, the Flag Smashers and New Captain America, who I didn't like. Still don't like that much. I don't like for this reason. I loved Steve because even though he's like law, he's like lawful good. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's also like he's fighting beyond law. He's fighting for the right reasons, which is why Winter Soldier happened. Because he's like, fuck the government. My buddy's innocent. I know it, and I'm gonna fight for the right reasons. And tries to be as lawful as possible. Yeah. This guy's like, I don't care if it's right. I'm doing like what the government needs me to do. I'm doing what the military's asking me to do. Yeah. And I'm going to finish the job.
See, I like it.
You like that?
I don't like that, but I like him. I like that.
His character is interesting.
Yeah, I like that. And I like that he, is trying to be good. Because they make it a point. Like, he says it twice in the fucking episode. He's like, I'm not trying to replace Steve Rogers. I'm just trying to be the best Captain America. And it's like, okay, fair. Yeah. And he's trying to be just good. And I'm like, okay, cool. I also like, because in the most recent episode, Bucky and Sam are blatantly like, look, we can break rules of engagement that you can't. And then he's like, cool, well, if you're going to do that, stay the fuck out of my way. Stay out of my way. And I loved that because I was like, oh, they're going to try to make him a bad guy, but really, he's not doing anything wrong. Yeah. And I was like, that's on good character development.
It's like they're both going for like pretty much the same goal, just different ways.
Yeah.
And they might clash.
And I like it. I also like the actor they got because he's Kurt Russell's son.
Oh, that's who he is. Yeah. I knew he looked familiar.
I like him. But yeah.
He's just so like he's so arrogant.
Yeah, he has a big arrogance about him. But so yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, we both like it.
Yeah, it's good.
In casting news, Evan Peters was cast as Jeffrey Dahmer in a Netflix movie called Monster: The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, directed by Ryan Murphy, who created American Horror Story, Nip Tuck, those types of shows. He made those.
I for a second I was like, didn't he already do that? And then I thought about it, like, no, the kid that played Austin Moon did that in My Friend Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
That sounds cool.
Because I love Evan Peters, but I think somebody needs to check on his mental health.
Yeah.
Homeboy plays fucked up people.
He plays I was just about to say, he plays so many just serial killers.
He plays fucked up roles, and he's really good in them, but like I would think that's going to take a toll.
I think it's his eyes. His eyes are just like, when he wants to, soulless.
Yeah, no, he's a really great actor.
He's awesome.
I'm excited for that just because it looks cool.
Yeah, and I love Evan Peters.
I do too.
He's one of my favorites right now. Yeah. He's never disappointed. Whenever I hear his name, I'm like, that's probably going to be good.
Yeah, no, he's usually really great.
Yeah.
The kid from Minari, which I still haven't seen, but Alan Kim, was cast in the comedy series on HBO, Awkwafina is Nora from Queens.
Really?
They haven't said anything about it, but they said that he's in it, and I'm excited for that just because I love shows or movies that do this. When you take a little kid and put him in an adult comedy, whatever the kid does is going to be 10 times funnier to me. Just because, like...
He's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, like seeing a little kid in a movie or a show, swear. In real life, not funny.
Yeah.
Control your kid. I don't want to see a 4-year-old say fuck. Because I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I know that it's wrong to have a 4-year-old say fuck. If a 4-year-old in a movie or a TV show for laughs is going, fuck, I'm in. I'm laughing. I'm laughing my ass off. The end of Big Daddy with Adam Sandler, when the kid's going, I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass. It's still funny.
Still funny.
But yeah, so that happened.
That's like, I just watched the bit, I rewatched the bit today where Will Ferrell, when he was young for Funny or Die, has to pay his rent.
Oh, the landlord?
The landlord's the baby.
Love that bit.
It's really funny.
But yeah, so that casting news happened, and then Stephen Ewan and Ali Wong are cast and set to star in a show called Beef from Netflix and A24.
Ooh, I like that cast.
It's a 10-episode series following two people who let a road rage incident burrow into their minds and slowly consume their every thought and action. Sounds cool.
That sounds interesting. I love Stephen Ewing, and I think Ali Wong is funny. So
yeah, dope. I'm excited for that. And that's really it right?
For casting?
Pierce Brosnan was cast as Dr. Fate in Black Adam.
Yeah, the casting for Black Adam just came out.
Yeah.
And that's been like talked about for like 2 years now, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, because it was announced that The Rock is going to be Black Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, this movie is happening. And then it just consistently got pushed back. And so they released a teaser of The Rock reading like mythology from Black Adam.
Yeah.
Just be like, no, it's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
And even The Rock's been like, no, I'm on board. Like, I'm still in. But yeah, they finally announced a full cast. So it's like, oh shit, it's actually happening.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really happy that Dr. Fate's in there. I love Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
I think he's so cool. But in superhero news, I mean, Suicide Squad trailer, second one just came out, and we just watched that. I just really love that they're taking these C-class anti-heroes and villains and just being like, yeah, Polka Dot Man. I love it. It's so fun.
I like that. Fun. I like Sylvester Stallone as the voice of the shark.
Oh, he's the voice of the shark?
Yeah, he's the voice of the shark. I love Idris Elba, so I'll watch it.
You know what I noticed? They showed, like, 2 bits of powers. One was, like, the dude that can't miss. It wasn't Deadshot. It was another dude.
Yeah.
But then they only, also for violence, for, like, abilities being used, they only showed King Shark and nobody else.
Yeah. And he rips a dude in half.
Yeah, he rips him in half. King Shark is going to be taking the spotlight a couple of times in this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's a beast. But at the same time, I'm like, I want to see what Polka Dot Man can do.
Yeah.
I want to see what all these other guys can do.
I'm excited for that. Also, Helen Mirren was cast in Shazam 2.
Really?
Yeah, she's the villain. So I'm excited for that.
Ooh, and I like Shazam.
So I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that is coming. The Suicide Squad trailer is fucking dope.
It's fun. Yeah, the whole trailer opens up with them trying to, like, setting up to save Harley Quinn, all these people, and she just, like...
And she's already out.
She strolls in, like, oh, yeah, I just got out. Oh, do you want me to go back in? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that actually made me chuckle just because... they're like, we got to break Harley Quinn out of here. And they pull up, and they're about to enact, like, the plan, and she's just like, what you doing?
Yeah, she's like...
And they're just like, we're here to get you. And she's like, oh, you... What? And they're like, yeah, we had this whole plan. And she's just like, yeah, I can go back inside if you want.
Yeah, Rick Flag was like, I had a good plan. And she's like, oh, I can go back in. But she's like bloody and just capable. And also they fight a kaiju, so that's fun.
Yeah, the main villain is apparently going to be a kaiju named fucking Starro.
Yeah, Starro. He's part of a race of like, star aliens.
But he's just a big-ass starfish.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool.
It's going to be dope.
So in terms of other news that I have, I've got 3 things. 2 are a story, 1's news.
Cool.
The news is going to make you hype.
Dope.
They're making Ghost of Tsushima into a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick. That whole time you played that game, you were like, this is just like a film. It's just cinema.
Yeah, so they're developing the movie. John Wick's Chad Stahelski, whatever the fuck.
Is he directing?
He's directing.
Oh, it's going to be so violent.
They're making it into a movie, and it was pretty funny because if people don't know the game, it's a big samurai game.
Big.
It's really fun. It's got a great story. I don't know if the movie is going to just be the game as a movie, or if it's just going to be Jin, different thing. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But it was sort of funny because online people were like, who should play the main character? And I don't think people realized that the game, for a lot of the cutscenes and for the main character, they did motion capture.
Yeah, so it's
and
just
animated the face of the actor.
Yeah,
but it's still his face. And so some people that knew that were like, well, how about the guy, the fucking actor? Like he did the voice of the body and the face. Like he's the guy.
Yeah.
And so I think he'll probably get cast. But I'm excited for that just because I also just like good samurai movies.
And that game was so fun.
It made me want to read
that
so much. I played it, and then I watched an Akira Kurosawa movie today, and the whole time I was watching the movie, I was like, I want to just play Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that
because the movie also got boring at some points, and I was just like, I just want to play.
Yeah, you told me it's a Shakespearean samurai.
I watched Ran, however, and the movie is basically King Lear for samurai.
Yeah.
which is really cool, and it is really cool. It's a really, really, really good movie.
It's just not always cohesive with.
No, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I wanted a violent samurai slice 'em up action movie.
Yeah.
It isn't.
We need another samurai.
You know what I mean?
We really do.
Like I really wanted a really cool samurai action movie, and it wasn't. It was a drama, a family drama, politics, war, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't fucking like when there was violence. It's amazing. There's really great violence.
The way you just said that, Ghost of Tsushima is also family, violence, politics.
Yeah, but there's
war.
so much violence.
I know there's
throughout.
So much
like
violence.
It's so good. And it just as I was watching the movie, I was like, I could just go play
Ghost of Tsushima. I hope they involve what's her name? The rogue character that helped
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her. I like her brother. I like that whole story, and it gets you.
Yeah,
it's in your chest.
Hits your heart. So I know you were here to witness it. But it was recently my 23rd birthday. I turned 23 on the 23rd of March.
Mm-hmm. It was also my 23rd birthday, like 3 weeks ago.
How was your 23rd birthday?
It was fine. It was pretty low key.
It was low key?
Yeah.
But like, you and your girlfriend got dinner with her parents before your birthday?
Yeah.
You guys did dinner with your family?
Yeah. Chill.
You guys hung out?
Yeah, we went to the record store.
We threw like a get together with some friends.
Oh yeah, all of us.
To celebrate all the birthdays that our friends have in March. This is for people that don't know because you wouldn't. We get together, have all our friends get together. Whole house gets together. We all drink, have a good time. Had a lot of fun. It was a good time.
It was fun.
2 of the people we live with on my birthday forgot it was my birthday. That'll humble you fucking quick.
Well, it was really funny because I wasn't home all morning because I was working.
Yeah.
And I get home, you walk in, I'm like, happy birthday.
First thing you say, happy birthday. I immediately am like, okay, so half the house knows.
I was like, what?
Yeah, like 2 housemates forgot. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
Go to work. Work was long. But my boss was like, oh, I'll give you the next day off. I'm like, cool. Gonna do nothing. Girlfriend and I did dinner, I think. I don't even remember what I did on my birthday.
That day wasn't really your birthday.
No, it wasn't. I'm gonna go on record, 23rd birthday, not my time. Fucking bad. Didn't
not mine either.
Not my favorite birthday I've ever had. Definitely not my best. For sure might be the worst. But didn't do shit. Started shit with some fraternity alumni.
Oh my god.
On Facebook. Shit. We have a group on Facebook for my old frat that I was in. Where it's just all the old guys that were in it, and when you graduate, you get added. It's not a lot of fun.
Great.
There's nothing that happens, but there's this weird tradition where an older guy will chug a beer and call out a newer guy, and you have to chug your beer faster.
Yeah.
None of them have called out newer guys, ever. It doesn't fucking happen.
Right.
I start shit. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't call anybody out. Your chugs suck. You're old. All you drink are IPAs. Mm-hmm. And none of you do shit. So what the fuck? They're immediately like, fuck you. And I'm like, no, that's fair. I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You get called out so
I was
many
like, you know what? I didn't have a plan. I started this and you're right. I suck. I got called out like 3 times in an hour. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, this is also to explain what happened
at the beginning of the
podcast.
Yeah.
So I get called out. At the time when I started making the video of my chug, I'd been called out twice.
Yeah.
So I line up 2 shots, 2 beers, start the video, take the shot, down the beer. Take the shot, halfway through the beer, I can't do it. So I dump it out, stop the video. I'm like, fuck, gotta do it again. I get a Facebook notification. Got called out a 3rd time. I'm like, fuck.
You set up 3 beers.
Pour 3 beers, set up 2 shots. I was going to cheat. Put mango-flavored simple syrup in a shot glass. Looked exactly like bourbon. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter. Take a shot, chug a beer. Take a shot, can't do the beer.
Yeah, he didn't even get halfway.
Couldn't do the beer.
Yeah.
But now I've got 4 shots and like 2, I'll say 3. 3 beers, 4 shots in my system. Felt like a champion for about 5 minutes there. Felt like a god. Posted the videos of me failing. It was like, I'll redeem myself tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Like, I was like, I started all this shit. I promise you I'll back it up tomorrow. I'm going to go die tonight. And I did. I went to the bathroom and exploded.
Yeah,
we finished recording and I just took a hard hook to the bathroom.
Yeah, we're sitting down here. We stopped recording at the beginning of the podcast, and he said, right after, he said, hey, can you take care of my laundry? And I'm like, sure, man, I got you. I don't even get a chance to go into the bathroom to do the laundry. Man's already in there. And I'm like, I guess I'm not doing his laundry. And I just went to bed.
Yeah, no, it all came up. It was bad. Went to bed, laid in bed, just staring at the ceiling for like an hour and a half. Just fucking dying. Girlfriend gets home. Your girlfriend gets home. Our other housemate gets home. I'm like, fuck it. Let's go hang out. Go hang out for a bit. Still drunk. Go to bed. Wake up. Go to work. Mm-hmm. Hungover as fuck. Come home. Do the chug. Everybody was like, that's a chug. I'm like, yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. Somebody commented and was like, I didn't see you do the pour. How do I know that's not apple juice? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because up until now, my drinking has been cut back severely.
Yeah.
So, like, college days, you line up 5 shots and 5 beers. I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Turns out, no mas.
Not anymore.
Turns out, no mas, which is not a bad thing. This cannot become a daily thing. I got called out twice again today to do a pour and chug. I need to show the pour. I'm like, tight. Do I have to do 2 beers and 2 shots? They're like, yeah. I'm like, no. But I'm going to do it.
It's going to get done.
But then, so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get the new guys involved. So I called out a guy that I graduated with, being like, there's no way he's going to fucking do it. And he did it today. And I was like, that's tight. Called out my buddy Tim, who will probably do it because Tim is awesome. But now I'm just so happy that all these old guys were doing this shit, and now all of us are just like, you're done. You're done. I want to see my friends drink and make me drink. That's the fun of it. If y'all want to do it, just do it. But like, don't call me out. And then my buddy Hamilton didn't get called out. Just posted a video
of him just
chugging a beer, and he's like, yeah, I didn't get called out. I'm not going to call anybody out. But, you know, I came home from Delaware to Boston, where it turns out if you own a car in the city, you get taxed, and my girlfriend dumped me a month ago, so I'm just going to chug. And I sent him a text. I'm like, buddy, you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, no, you're not. You don't post that and say you're fine. Nobody called him out. I've been called out twice. I still haven't done my chug. Man's just chugging beer. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me.
Yeah, Jake basically took the liquor before beer rule and put it in a shaker and just did it.
But then
it was rough to watch.
It was so fun.
I came upstairs and you looked like Peter Griffin when he falls off a roof. Like,
I was laying on the floor.
Just on the floor like this. And I took a video and it was great. And I was like, how are you doing? No, I'm not going to be good in about 20 seconds.
And I was right.
Yeah.
I got in bed and like I was texting friends, but when I'm drunk, it's like a 50-50 shot where my head's going to go when I'm texting people. Mm-hmm. So I hit up like one of my friends and I was like, what's up? And they went, nothing. How about you? And I was like, nope, can't have that conversation. So didn't respond. Hit up another friend. Hey, what you doing? I'm at work. How's work? It's good. Well, that conversation's over. Hit up another friend. Hey, hi. I was like, done. Nope, not happening. Called my sister.
Yeah, for half hour.
Called my little sister, who had gotten like a Phoebe Bridgers album on vinyl. I don't remember really what we talked about.
I heard most of it. I was down here. You're like, we're ready for the podcast. I came down, set up, heard you talk to your sister. 15 minutes later, I'm like, I'm going to keep watching Justice League.
But like we talked, like I texted her the next day. I'm like, hey, sorry I was so drunk. She was like, you were drunk? I was like, oh, I held it together that well.
Yeah.
And I don't black out that often because then I was like, what did we talk about? She's like, you were just asking about the Phoebe Bridgers album. And I was like, so that's all we talked about? She went, yeah. And I was like, cool.
The only other thing I heard was, I like Jeff, but if he ever fucks with you,
yeah,
tell me.
Yeah, like
that's all I heard. I was like, wow, Jake's going big brother.
It was great. It was so great. Sucked so bad. I was so drunk. And then I got to work and I was hungover, and one of my buddies at work was like, "Oh, you're hungover? You're young, man. You shouldn't be hungover. You should be having fun." I was like, I lined up 4 shots and knocked them back.
Nothing about that is
like just quick. And he went, "Oh, I can't do that." And I was like, "Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fucking fun." And he was like, "Gotcha." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not like hungover, like, oh, I had a couple beers with the buds and now I have a headache." I woke up at 5:30 naturally and just couldn't fall back asleep. And it was really, really funny because my girlfriend woke up at 8 as I was leaving for work and went, "Oh, I've got such a headache." And I wanted to throat punch her. Like, I love my girlfriend to death. When she wakes up, I'm always like, "Oh my God, an angel." When she said she had a headache and my whole body hurt, I was so close to just like Jackie Chan karate kicking her through the bed. Just like, "Oh, your head hurts? Now your body hurts."
I just imagine I come in, she's there, you're gone. I'm like, "What happened? Why would he do this?" She's like, "I said I had a headache." And I'm like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that."
Exactly. And it's not funny to joke about abuse, and I would never ever hurt my girlfriend. But like, I look, I was so hungover. But then one of the guys that commented was like, "Dude, not only is this a weak chug, but it's apple juice." And I commented on his because he did a chug months ago, and I did my research because I was like, "Don't talk shit. Look him up. Look at what he's posted." He posted a chug like 3 months ago. He fucking spilled some on his mouth, didn't finish it, and he has a mustache that looks like pubes just pasted to his face. So I comment, and he's like, "That's a weak chug," and I went, "Didn't you not finish yours and spill it on your shirt? Ain't that you? Wasn't that you?" And he goes, "Oh, dude, sick burn. You got a big bark. My dog had a bigger bark, though, and she's dead." And I immediately went, "Oh, did you cut her tail off and paste it to your face for that weak-ass mustache?" No response. And I was like, "Oh, is the dead dog too far? You brought her up, buddy. Yeah. Like, you brought the dog up.
You put something on the table and I use it too. It's not
like."
Not
and then somebody situation. Commented, it was like, "I like this kid." And I was like, good.
Clout.
Yeah. Wow. You just want clout. I am clout. But yeah, that's how life is going right now. I work a lot, and I threw my sobriety out the window for some clout.
I also work a lot. Still sober, though. So I got that under my belt.
Yeah. I've also watched so many movies.
Yeah, I'm excited for Basement
for
Bus
the March video. It's going to be insane. But yeah, that's how my life is going. That's how I'm doing. That's all the news I really have to talk about. You got anything else?
I've been working out and I want to puke every day. Besides that, nothing's going on with me.
Same. I told Allie, I was like, I might go to the gym after this.
The only other thing I've been doing, I just
shit my pants.
All I've been doing lately, because I got a Switch, is I finished Ori and the Blind Forest, which I haven't talked about on here, which Ori, I haven't had so much fun playing a game in such a long time.
Oh, it's a great game.
It's so tight. It's so beautiful. The artwork is amazing. And I immediately bought the second game. I look forward to playing it. I'm wicked excited because right now I went the opposite direction of having fun with Ori, and now I'm playing Hollow Knight. And I'm going to put my head through a wall.
That's like going, yeah, man, I really loved... Yeah, let's go Call of Duty. Like, oh, I've been playing Call of Duty for months. I just bought Celeste.
I'm also playing Celeste.
They're beautiful and really fun games. Celeste is amazing, but you die so much. Like,
all the time.
You just picked stress.
I did pick stress. All I've been doing is playing platformers, which I never do. And now I'm playing 3 at once. It's insane. I went from, hey, Ori, this auto-targeting, like, weaponized ball of light will help you no matter what, to Hollow Knight, which is, if you don't hit this thing in this exact point at the right time, you're dead, and you lose all your money. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to play for the next 6 hours.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at. And if you guys want to see me stream that, comment down below.
Yeah, let us know.
But, no, that's everything from me.
Yeah, I'll probably have more to talk about next week. What's happening next week? Do I have anything happening next week?
I don't know.
It's April, so the movie thing will go up soon.
I'll probably have more to talk about. My schedule's all set.
Happy Palm Sunday. Good Friday's coming up, so have a better Good Friday than Jesus.
He had a bad Friday.
He died.
Yeah.
April Fool's Day is coming up. I once asked a girl out on April Fool's Day. Don't do that. And Holly is coming up.
Oh, Holly Day.
Yeah, and Easter. which not this episode, but the next episode would post on Easter. But, happy Palm Sunday, I guess. I don't know. Do people say that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. But happy holiday.
And happy April Fool's Day.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. Love you all. See you next episode.
Toodles.
Bye.